Welcome back, chat. You might be wondering what the hell is going on today. Well, let me fill you in. Pause. But today we're actually doing whatchamacall, a different type of episode. You feel me? Today type of this type of, you know what I'm saying, today's show is a little different, you know what I'm saying? But this show, today's topic, it doesn't even need introduction. We just gonna have to go right in and start with a video. That's the only way, because this story is so crazy. It is self-explanatory. You feel me? This is like, you'll be like, I get it. Like, real quick. You feel me? This is not one of those stories that takes hours and hours to really get the point. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to be like, this is all like, I'm not, like, let me not influence what you're going to say. Okay? Let me go ahead and play this video. Let me know what you think in the comment, okay? Let me know, chat. Okay, let me go ahead and put the volume up so you guys can hear at least what the fuck I'm talking about. And obviously, you know what the title says? I'll let you see it. You feel me? Let me move this. What does the title say? Whistleblower alleges secret UFO retrieval program. AKA, he said that the United States military has been hiding from the American people, that they have, not only did they have encountered aliens, but they actually have what he calls alien vehicles. Like, what the fuck?
Bruh.
So, without further ado, let's go ahead and let him explain to us. And, you know what I'm saying? You go ahead and you will understand what I'm talking about. Okay? Bet. Let me go ahead and play.
Journalist Ross Coulthart, who is reporting for News Nation on the bombshell whistleblower complaint filed with Congress and the Intelligence Community Inspector General. According to the complaint, in July 2021, Mr. Grush confidentially provided UAP, unidentified aerial phenomena related classified information, to the Department of Defense Inspector General. At that time, Mr. Grush communicated classified information about the improper withholding and or concealment of classified material from the U.S. Congress by certain IC elements. News Nation has confirmed Grush's credentials, but he says he can't show us the proof of the alien craft for national security reasons. In a somewhat frightening revelation, Grush claims the non-human species may not be friendly.
I've been told that there have been attempts to bring down craft, that we've acted offensively against non-human craft.
There have been instances, and there are certain techniques.
Hey, I'll be trying to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, try not to laugh. Can't take it. I couldn't take it, chat. My bad. Like, oh, hell no, bruh. Let me play this fucking video, and then we'll talk about it after. This is shocking. This is shocking.
There have been instances, and there are certain techniques.
Have human beings been hurt or killed by a non-human intelligence?
While I can't get into the specifics because that would reveal certain U.S. classified operations, I was briefed by a few individuals on the program that there were malevolent events like that.
Grush says he has to be careful about providing detail. He shared this letter with us from the Department of Defense giving him permission to do the interview with News Nation. It says the interview questions are...
I'm going to just say this. Remember that point. That letter. This letter. We'll talk about it. Okay? This letter that approves Okay? We'll talk about it. We'll get into it. Just remember that point.
Approved for public release. However, this approval does not include any photograph, picture, exhibit, caption, or other supplemental material not specifically approved by this office. Our concurrence for release does not imply DoD endorsement or factual accuracy of the material. Grush says the United States is not the only country that has encountered non-human intelligence. He says our geopolitical rivals have their own crash retrieval programs.
We're in a competition with their adversaries to understand this. And it's a multi-decade Cold War that has been under our nose for so long. And, you know, there is no good way to level the playing field and hold other nation states accountable if they're doing unethical or illicit activity as it relates to this subject. And I think the obtuse secrecy is actually putting us in a very dangerous position where a country might make a breakthrough. Let's say it's an adversary of ours. And it is so destabilizing.
The secrecy is the main reason Grush says he is coming forward. He's concerned Congress is being kept in the dark, and it's a matter of national security.
Chad, remember that point as well. There's 2 points I want you guys to remember, and we'll talk about it. Because if you have, like I said earlier, this is one of those videos that it doesn't need that long if you have critical thinking. You feel me? AKA if you ain't fucking dumb as fuck.
Stupid.
If you ain't
Stupid.
and you just take a little time and listen and pay attention, I promise you're gonna be like, the fuck? That's easy. You just use your brain and put one-on-one together, like. But let's continue. Just remember this part as well. The main reason why he came forward. Because there's a reason why, like, whistleblower. Like, you have to be concerned. There has to be a reason. And he's saying, oh, like, the Congress is being kept in the dark. And that's the national security. What the fuck? Okay. We'll talk about that.
This is not a question I had on my bingo card last week. It is not my sweet spot. Although I am a defense appropriator, I am part of classified briefings. This is nothing that has come up.
I saw the report. It sounds fascinating, but if there's anything there, we gotta investigate. Just like we would investigate a foreign country that has a balloon over our sky.
And again, Chairman of the House Oversight Committee, James Comer, says they do intend to have hearings on UFOs, and we just learned the committee confirming that they are in the preliminary stages of getting those hearings together. And regardless of whether you believe David Grush, this really is an emerging area. You know, Congress has been looking to this into the past, and clearly, based on what we've seen today, they're taking this seriously. They want to look into it.
So the Department of Defense gave David Grush permission?
I'm gonna have to just say this before she fucking act like she's a fucking, like, amazing journalist. Before she acts like she's an amazing reporter. You know what I'm saying? That's not compromise. Before she acts like she's honest and she's asking like an honest question and she's trying to get to the point, let me fucking call it that is a fucking cap.
Stop the cap.
You see the way she started the questions with, so are you saying, oh my God, we talked about this before, and I'm gonna ask you this question, and I'm gonna say this, so are you telling me, and then you just give me this answer. That's exactly what the fuck they rehearsal. So she's an actor. He's an actor, and they're in a fucking mainstream fucking propaganda. So it's like, I hate when they act like fucking they care about they care about the truth. They care about the facts. Oh, I'm about to go after it. Let me find out the truth. So, oh my God, are you telling me like, if you don't get the fuck out of here, like, for real, chat, like, if you don't get the fuck out of here with that lies, bro. Like, look, like, you want to hear that shit again? Look. Listen, chat. Listen, chat.
You know, Congress has been looking to this into the past, and clearly, based on what we've seen today, they're taking this seriously. They want to look into it.
So the Department of Defense gave David Grush permission to talk about this? Did they know what he was going to say?
They did, and we have that letter, which is interesting. When you're at the level he was at and you have that kind of classified information, he was concerned, obviously.
And these motherfucker obviously acting like, oh, you know what I'm saying? He's giving like the fucking whistleblower a fucking excuse. You feel me? Like there's no excuse. There's no fucking excuse that's worth of a lie. Like, get the fuck out of here, okay? Let's continue.
Breaking the law and come out and talk about things. So he told them what he intended to talk about, and they essentially gave him permission. And he told them what he intended to talk about, and they essentially come out and talk about things. So he told them what he intended to talk about, and they essentially gave him permission in that letter. Remember that part. Only saying not to share specific photos or any sort of visual aids. But they also said in that letter, we're also not saying that what you're saying is true either.
Right. It was.
Which is important.
Right. And yet still I keep coming back to the point, you know, over and over he says, I was.
Bro, I just, like, I can't take it when they fucking do that, bro. Oh my God, bro. Chat. Is it only me that's seeing this shit, or y'all peeping this shit too? Or I guess it's only me, huh? It's only me all of a sudden that have a problem with the way she's fucking capping. Or y'all see it too. If you don't, then that means you can't see it through. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that everybody has. Like, I think you can practice, but I guess it's not something that everybody has. That's all I'm gonna say. Because if you cannot tell the way she's switching her voice, her tone of voice, the way she's trying to gain your fucking trust by, like, you know what I'm saying? Because the mainstream media has been, one thing that they've been doing a great job is by making you believe a lie flawlessly. You feel me? You won't even think that is a fucking propaganda because they use a little bit of fucking truth, and guess what? They mix with bunch of fucking bullshit. And you're gonna be like, damn, like, you won't even find out. Like, the only way you would find out is if you really do a deep ass research. And guess what? The average person ain't got time for that shit. Nobody ain't got time for that shit. So this lady, man, you can see the way she's capping. Like, golly, bro, it's so hard, bro. Like, listen.
It was.
Which is important.
Right. And yet still I keep coming back to the point, you know, over and over he says, I was briefed on these non-human aircraft. I was briefed on attacks of some kind between our pilots or our defense and these non-human aircraft. He never saw this firsthand. Isn't this all secondhand information? Like,
yeah,
somebody told me? It
is essentially, and I'm glad you're bringing that up again. I mean, we can confirm his credentials.
Can you not see? They talked about it. They talk about this before they came on air. Obviously, hey, I'm gonna say this, and you're gonna ask me this question, and I'm gonna answer you like this. You feel me? It's all, you know what I'm saying, precisely coordinated. Like, man, they're so, like, that's why they're so fucking, like, being successful. That's why they work with the government so well. But look at this shit. Listen to this shit.
Yeah.
Somebody told me.
It is essentially, and I'm glad you're bringing that up again. I mean,
I am so glad you're bringing that up again. I am so fucking glad you're bringing that point again, because guess what? We are revealing the truth. We're reporting the facts. So I am so glad. Matter of fact, I'm so freaking glad you brought that point up. So we can, you know what I'm saying, clarify for our audiences. Oh my God, this is like, get the fuck out of here. Unbelievable.
yeah.
Somebody told me.
It is essentially, and I'm glad you're bringing that up again. I mean, we can confirm his credentials. Very, very high level U.S. intelligence officer, Air Force veteran on the task force that investigates UFOs. But he was not in this specific program. He didn't see the craft for himself.
Hand, isn't this?
Let me say this. He just listed all, like, he just gave a credit to this guy, okay? So basically, let me summarize what this fucking guy said. Basically, this guy wants you to believe this whistleblower, even though he don't have any fucking evidence. Even though he did not see anything that he's claiming the government has been hiding. Like what the fuck am I missing? What he's saying is basically, this guy was in the military. This guy is very credible. This guy, blah, blah, blah. So, even though he didn't see it, even though, you know what I'm saying, this is all hearsay, even though this is like, he just heard it from other shit or read it from a paper. Like, we should just take it for his words? Bro.
Stupid.
We should just believe it just because he said it and he used to work for the fucking government? What the fuck, bro? That's what I'm saying, bro. It's same shit that was happening in the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? Trust the science. You know what I'm saying? If you don't fucking trust the science, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. Like, you are disobedient. Like, you are fucking, like, you are against the agenda. You are against human beings. Like, they take you to the extreme. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want you to just fucking believe their lies without you questioning it. Basically, they just want you to bend over and take this mass. All right. Let me chill, Mac. It's just that sometimes when I see shit like this, chat, I'm like, so you telling me there's really nothing there, but we should just believe his fucking words just because he at some point was fucking part of the, like, this intelligent, like, department. What? We should just believe him just because he used to work for the government. He was part of the military, blah, 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 blah. And there's no really evidence. He'd never seen it, anything that is coming forward. Holy, like, what am I missing, chat? Like, is that exactly what y'all see it, or do you guys have a different point? Like, let me know in the chat. Bro, my bad. I thought
Our pilots or our defense and these non-human aircraft. He never saw this firsthand. Isn't this all secondhand information?
Never saw it.
Yeah.
Somebody told me.
It is essentially, and I'm glad you're bringing that up again. I mean, we can confirm his credentials. Very, very.
We can confirm his credentials. What? Okay. Go on.
high-level U.S.
High-level U.S. intelligence officer. Go on.
intelligence officer, Air Force veteran.
Air Force veteran. Okay, go on.
On the task force that investigates UFOs, but he was not in the.
But that's the critical point. But listen this fucking propaganda ass news.
But he was not.
How could you fucking say that? After you listed all that bullshit. You motherfuckers, bro. How could you fucking say that after you listed all that fucking... Like, what the fuck, bro? This is a clown world.
Oh yeah, everything's fine.
New World Order.
Clown world. They want you to just fucking bend over with no questions asked. I don't give a fuck.
Force that investigates UFOs, but he was not in this specific program. He didn't see the.
He didn't see? Then why the fuck is he coming forward? What the fuck is he a whistleblower for? If you haven't not seen this shit, bro, you cannot make this shit up, bro.
Craft for himself. These are all accounts based on people who he spoke to.
Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Basically, this is, you know what I'm saying? He got this information, you know what I'm saying, from some people that he spoke to. Bro. Do you know how many people say that they've been abducted by the aliens? What if I just believe them? Because when I listen to those stories or I like somebody tells me that shit, I'm like, you know what I do? I listen very carefully, very closely, and I'm like, and then I'm like,
Stupid.
You have a good day. And I leave. Like, what the fuck? So you telling me you just believe those people and now you're just coming forward? Chat, what y'all think about this shit? Like, I can't believe this.
Okay, Brian Enton, thanks so much for your reporting tonight.
Thank you.
Unbelievable, bro. I just want to say this part.
A very high-level U.S. intelligence
High level.
officer, Air Force veteran.
Air Force veteran.
On the task force that investigates UFOs, but he was not in this specific program. He didn't see the craft for himself. These are all accounts based on people.
So basically, he just threw all his credit out of all of what he did in the past, all of his service. I'm still gonna say thanks for your service. Okay, let's get that out of the way. I'm still gonna say that. Thanks for your service. Second of all, you just risk, you know what I'm saying, all of like everything you have done is just out of the door right now, because basically this is just lies. It's like see-through fucking lies. It's not even a cooked lie. It's not even a good lie. You feel me? It's not even like they didn't even try a little bit harder. That's how you know they got American people on lock. Like the United States government got their citizens on lock. They could just manipulate. Even though a lot of people are waking up lately, even though a lot of people are like realizing, holy shit, everything that I has been told is a fucking lie. And they want to just like fucking keep lie until it's too late. You feel me? But it's up to you. That's why you gotta like see through these motherfucking lies. Like, don't get deceived easily. Don't believe anybody. Like, you gotta do your own research. Don't even fucking believe me. Go look it up, this shit. Go do your own research. But it's just shocking. That's how you know. You know what I'm saying? They just, you know what I'm saying? They don't even try harder anymore. They just, you know what I'm saying? Because they know. Because a lot of people ran with it. They're like, oh, we gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not even going to think, like, if you use your common sense, if you use your brain, if you know what I'm saying? A little bit. Just, if you use your brain just a little bit and waste a little bit of energy, you will come up with the solution. Like, do you really think? Is this just a question, chat? This is just the question, chat. Let me know. I'm curious. I'm really curious because I know there are some. It has to be some smart people watching this shit. It has to be. So what I'm curious, do you really think we have any capabilities or any weapons that can do anything to fucking aliens? If aliens actually attack us, do you really think if there's any creature out there and they try to attack us from the sky, from the ocean, from the ground, from anywhere you believe they are, do you really think we have the capability to really defend? The United States got a Space Force? For who? Bro, I'm just like, I think I'm living in a different reality, bro. I swear to God. Sometimes, like, I always say this, man. Sometimes I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not even, like, America's not even America anymore. Like, what the fuck? We came so far. And it's like, shit has changed so much. People, like, I think the pandemic, since 2020, people just, like, they were just whatever patience, whatever, I don't know, man. But don't fucking fall for these lies, bro. Okay?
Spoke to.
Okay, Brian Entin, thanks so much.
Don't fall for these lies, man. Don't fall for these lies, man. And it's just like he wasted all of that. Like, he wasted all of that. Like, she's. It's funny how the United States, man, don't give a fuck, and they're just, you know what I'm saying. But I've been trying to, you know what I'm saying, like, find more information, more research, and the only other video that keep coming up besides the mainstream propaganda is this channel, Redacted, which is amazing journalists, independent journalists, who are doing a phenomenal job. So let's hear a little bit about these brothers and what they got to say about this. Okay?
Whistleblower has come forward, David Grush is his name, to say that the United States is in possession of vehicles of non-human origin. That's a government speak way of saying alien vehicles. In other words, the United States has alien vehicles in our possession. Watch.
When you say crash retrieval, what do you mean?
These are retrieving non-human origin technical vehicles. Call it spacecraft, if you will. It's probably not the right parlance, but no kidding, non-human, exotic origin vehicles that have either landed or crashed.
We have spacecraft from another species.
We do.
Lies.
A retired FBI who served for
25 years out of the door.
During his time at the FBI. In fact, D'Souza literally collected the real-life X-Files that were used in the show, The X-Files. He has a lot to say about this UFO whistleblower story. John is here. John, welcome back to the show. And you have the distinction, my friend, of
that's not an illegality. That's not an actual legitimate basis for a whistleblower complaint. The government is always allowed to not share information with the public. That's otherwise the entire national security structure couldn't.
Right. Makes sense. It makes sense.
Extremely problematic. Also, why can't I find the unclassified version of his whistleblower complaint? I looked for it everywhere. It's not out there. And it should, if this was a matter of public interest, like the whistleblower says, that should be released. It should be available for everyone to have.
Good point.
But the other point that I would invite people to go to News Nation now to see the full interview, which is astounding. It is astounding. I have never seen such a softball interview from the supposed journalist who's at that site doing that with David Grush. It actually just seems much more like a...
Oh my God, he noticed too. Somebody else noticed too. This is what I'm saying, bro. This is what I'm saying, bro.
No, this is not a psychological. Would you think this is a psychological operation? You're shaking your head.
Well, it's part of a. I believe it looks like it's part of a much larger psychological operation.
I didn't even think it like that, bro. Good point, bro.
They get a lot of people to work for the psychological operation unknowingly. They actually.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
And that it needs to be done. They have many people who are working for this psychological operation, including congressmen and senators, U.S. senators who are trying to get in on this because it's just extraordinary. So one thing I would ask for the people who are pushing David Grush forward is that they need to have him answer some real questions from a real journalist.
Yes, sir.
To actually come forward in order to give this any legitimacy, because I see all the comments everywhere I go. They just don't believe that.
You can't fool people anymore. You can't fool people anymore.
It looks like a psychological operation. When we covered it last night, I said this was one of the first alarm bells for me, psychological operation.
I can't believe I found these guys. These are amazing guys.
Do you believe what he's saying at the basis is true, that the United States has
hell fucking no
vehicles in its possession that we are reverse engineering? Like that part is true, correct?
Well, truthfully, yes. I actually do believe that that's true. I do believe, but I have a hard time believing that he's a part of it. That's the part I'm having a hard time with.
I see. Right.
What the fuck? No, that got me thinking, but I still don't believe we got anything fucking aliens got. Like hell fucking no.
Pieces
like
of,
hell
this,
fucking
of
no.
these vehicles, and we have actual vehicles themselves. How many? And he's just like, a bunch. A bunch. It's like, if you're
what
real
tough questions, John? I would love to hear you, with all of your knowledge in this subject, what would you specifically ask him? If you were sitting down and we gave you a camera with David Grush, maybe give me 5 questions specifically that you would ask him.
Okay, then I'll have to pare it down. But yeah,
because you have
first
10,
of all,
you have 20. give me your 5 best.
My 5 best, I would say, first of all, what you said, non-human origin technical vehicles. I would say, what is a technical vehicle? I don't know that. Maybe.
Bro, I'm not engineer. I know what the fuck that means. Just non-human, bitch. It means non-human. Wait. Isn't my vehicle non-human? What the fuck?
Could have been made by monkeys, by apes, by intelligent apes. I mean, if you mean alien visitor that you have that tells you these things are from space, that's one of the questions I would also.
And have you?
Hell fucking no. Hell fucking no.
Have you been on one of them? Have you traveled to the moon base, the secret space program, space?
Well, that leads to another point. If you see the full interview, fuller interview on newsnationnow.com, if you see this, they actually, in the full interview, they actually seem to admit that it looks that way, that he has actually never personally seen these pieces or these vehicles himself, only in pictures.
Not even in pictures. He actually was told. Remember, we were breaking it down. He said he was told by other people. Remember how I said you could be abducted? Like some people says, oh, I was abducted. Like, you want me to just fucking believe that? And you know what I do when those people say, oh, I've been, like, when they try to tell me those stories? Yep.
In picture. I mean, that's devastating. And the journalist who was interviewing him appears to bury that at the bottom of the interview because the journalist is actually
oh my God, he recognized it like I did. Oh man, I love this guys. Pause.
Raised my suspicions when this individual who's being, again, he's being fed these
I swear I love this guys. Oh my God.
Journalist who is interviewing him in this puff piece over at News Nation Now. And one of the things that really stuck out to me is that in this entire psyop, there's a CIA phrase that they all use. And it's a CIA phrase because it's a psychological operation phrase that implies alien visitors, but doesn't directly say it. But it triggers all the neurons in our minds that associate with alien vehicles. And it's this: they are, and this whistleblower did it too. He was fed the line to say that says, quote, yes, this means that we are definitely not alone in the universe. And there's a lot, and they look up meaningfully. They've all done this. And it's unbelievable because it's the exact same wording.
So what is at the heart of this psychological operation? For me, let me just give you been collaborating with them for decades. Now, suddenly they're an enemy? That's the psychological operation. That's the way I see it. Am I wrong or right?
That's exactly right. You know, what's funny is I actually fighting against each other, but then actually both sides would actually be working towards the same goal. And I think that we may possibly be seeing that here as well, where we have the whistleblower who's, you know, he's kind of failing to show that righteous rage that all whistleblowers have. But he's probably going to get better at that. It's going to get better at that. And that's what we really need to see, because this is possibly a very scary merger of global governance, which has control of all of these UAPs. They have control of all these UAPs, and the military-industrial complex, which wants to bolster itself. They haven't had any wars in a long time, and they need to bolster this to get this going, because the Russia-Ukrainian conflict, it doesn't really go anywhere anymore.
Whoa. No comment about that Russian Ukraine. No comment about that. But the rest of get back to the story. So, what is what do they say? The point. Let's get to the point, chat. Let's freaking get to the point. This shit is all obviously it's all lies. But why do you think? Why now? Like he said, why now about this story? Because, you know what I'm saying? Some part of me believes that, you know what I'm saying? They're distracting us about something else. There's something bigger going on, or there's something else that's about to come. or they're discrediting whistleblowers. You know, the United States is about that election time, and there's war. Literally, the United States of America, its citizens are fucking divided to its core. They can't stand each other. You feel me? So it's like, since the elections coming, all of that shit, man, the United States government takes advantage this time. So, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta be careful, man, because you never know. There's other stories that they don't want you to see, or there's other agenda. It's not about aliens. It's not about this shit. There's something else going on. I don't know what it is. Time will tell. Or maybe you know what it is. Let me know in the comment chat. I know there could be some smart people in the chat. Y'all can help me out, man, because this is informational exchange. You know what I'm saying? When I found out some crazy shit, I'll let you guys know. When you guys find some crazy shit, crazy topic, let me know. I'll cover it. All right, chat? But I think that concludes, you know what I'm saying, but I think at the end of the day, humans envision, like this is what they envision. This is what they imagine it's gonna happen one day. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, we know that humans are not alone. Like, we're not the only one here. We know that. We're not the only one. Duh. Look around. Okay? We're not the only one. Okay? We know that. If you use your brain, obviously, nowadays, you can't. It's too much energy. I'll say, like. But that's another topic, though. Okay? But this is what people, like, this is what the government, you know what I'm saying? And people, I don't know. Somehow, some way, some people imagine, or I don't know, they're in love with aliens. But this is Western propaganda. You don't see anywhere else that they like fucking, what is that word? Idealize. You know what I'm saying? Fall in love with the aliens. So many movies, so many fucking, man. And by the way, there has been like so many whistleblowers before. This is not the first one. This won't be the last one. And all of them, almost all of them, got one thing in common. No fucking proof. There's no real like point that they allege. You know what I'm saying? It's like all cap. Like, oh, I heard this. Oh, I've seen I've seen a report. Somebody told me this. Like, it's never like I am 100% sure. Like, I've seen this with my own eyes. That's when you can, you know what I'm saying? That's when you can be believable, credible. Other than that, you're just capping, bro.
Stop the cap.
You know what I'm saying? And we tired of that cap. Like, we can't take no more propaganda anymore. Like, we see it through it. And there's like, but with this story, I think that's pretty much it, chat. Please, 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 do me a favor, chat. Please hit the, number one, hit the like button. Number two, if you have not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. It will be red. If you already subscribed, it will be gray or black, like me, okay? But anyways, leave a comment as well, okay? But one thing I want to say, if you already subscribed, I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. You are the best literally. And one day you will see what I'm talking about. And I'm gonna give you this. And obviously, this won't be the end like we always do if we don't include or if we don't say the thing that we usually say. And it goes something like this. Make sure you take care of your mental health. But until next time, my friends, adios.